Defensive ability, vitality. Amulet upgrade. Amulet upgrade again. Alright, where's the merchant?
What's left of my wares.
A ring. That's actually pretty good. Okay, that should do for now. All right, and take this back up here. Okay. Let's see. Since I made another town portal, the last portal got closed, so I have to run back up here. Hey, Jester, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. All right. I think that was actually one of, yeah, right there. That was a quest mob. Oh. I will tap the brakes for materials. It's very satisfying finding those. Savage to... Whoa! I don't remember these. I have no memory of this. So that summoned like 2 little mini-bosses. Luckily my bush is stronger than their bushes. That's a lot of loot. Holy crap. Now, eventually we will get to the point where we just filter out yellow items so it doesn't show us. Pretty sure this game had a built-in loot filter. I would just have to remember where it is. Oh, by default, I think. Ah, right you are. Yep. It's like I can go ahead and say, don't show me common items, so we don't see those anymore. You know, these other 2 targets I gotta kill, I'm wondering if they... Like, I had already cleared the village, but I'm wondering if they spawned behind me in the area I had already been through, because I might have to double back to get those. Mace, not an upgrade, just gonna sell that. I'm throwing my swarms of bugs at enemy bugs. It's a bug eat bug world. Enemy says, why do English speakers call game-controlled enemies mobs? What does that word mean or stand for? Faith said a mob is a term for a large group. Yes. Like a whole mob of people.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you?
Hello, Berger. Bird, you'll be happy to know that in our playthrough of the last spell in the morning stream, currently the character named after you is the strongest one. And tomorrow morning, you are going to be trying to solo the boss, while the other characters are trying to hold the village from the enemy swarm. So, like I said, I'm just kind of zigzagging. I like opening up the map completely and finding all the secrets that I can find. And speaking of, here's something. It doesn't make me happy that I have to hold the line alone. No, they're holding the line while you're killing the boss. Because there's like waves and waves of stuff coming at the base. So you're not holding any lines, you just gotta go fight the devil. That's more of like a Loch Ness monster type of thing. Splat. Go ahead and absorb that. Almost forgot I had this dodge button. Haven't been using it.
Can't do that yet.
I decided to continue playing the last spell again, half because of you, and Glenwald kind of sucks, so many triads. Yeah, that one, the final wave of that one is pretty brutal. I remember that taking me quite a while. And I definitely might have save scummed that game a couple times. It's like, it's meant to be like a roguelike, right? Like, you die and you gotta start over, but like, a map can take like 5 hours. So dying near the end, you know, a hardcore player would absolutely not, you know, Alt F4 the game and reload, you know, open it back up so that it puts you back at the last checkpoint. Like, a hardcore player wouldn't do that. And I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying I know someone who might.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Good price. Those are upgrade pants. I'm just gonna change pants right in front of this guy. A good price. Wait, buy that back. That could be useful later.
Put it to good use.
Alright. Let's see. 3 skill points here. Okay. I think at this point, I'm gonna get rid of the swarm. Come back here.
Let me clear your mind of regret.
So I'm gonna pay a fee to refund those points. So I don't have the swarm spell anymore. I'm gonna put 1 point in Wind Devil. And I don't care about those. And then I could put more points in this, just for the passive stuff. I think right now what I'm gonna do is just do that. So I've unlocked another tier. And put a point into Heart of the Wild, which is gain more health regen, reduction in poisoning and bleeding duration. This is both for me and also for the pet. Okay. You also select another class. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do here yet. I've enjoyed Occultist, I've enjoyed Necromancer, I've enjoyed Oathkeeper before. The others, less so. Like, I could take Soldier just for the defensive stats to be tankier, because it's kind of like a warrior. Occultist or Necro would add more summons. Occultist is kind of demon-themed, Necro is bones. Arcanist is kind of a wizard, Nightblade is kind of an assassin. Oathkeeper, I think Oathkeeper had a summon as well. What was it called? Call forth the loyal servant of Empyrean to cleave through foes and render celestial judgment. Oh, but it scales with player damage, not with pet damage. So not a lot of synergy with what I'm currently doing. Yeah. I'll come back to that later. I'm just gonna focus on Shaman right now. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Lower Crossing for the moment. I think some of the quests I've got involve some houses over here that I think I've already cleared. I'm thinking the stuff might have like respawned when I took the quest. I'll find out. I'm not sure. It doesn't have pets or healing. Yeah, I mean it's a berserker plague. It's run in and unga bunga, or turn into a wolf and run in and unga bunga. And I was just like, I don't want to play that because I know I would get bored of it real quick, and I would get bored of it long before we were done. So I didn't want that. Oh, I need to bind Wind Devil so I can throw tornadoes at people. Wait. Wait, hold on. What? Are these permanent now? The last time I played this, these were, not permanent. Like, it was something you threw repeatedly at the enemy. Huh. Okay, that's been changed since I last played Shaman. The thing that was nice about Wind Devil is if you attach a spell to it, like chance on hit to blah 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 blah, the Wind Devil would, you know, just, it sits on the enemy and just keeps tapping them, so it could proc things often. Okay, so this guy's like, kill some Slith, bring him back, and then we'll trust you. And then you get access to this merchant. I don't think I need any of this. Amulets, sword. Level 13. So Wind Devils are permanent now and scale with player damage. This is a three-way battle. I think there's ethereals fighting beasts. Go for the crystal. Milton Hart. Oh, that's one of our quests. Okay, so we found one of our quest guys. I was like, man, this guy's taking a while to die. He's got 19,000 health. And he spits fire, apparently. Okay. Got the loot. Gilius the Decayed. That's another one of our targets. I didn't have a computer growing up, so I barely played any games, even the ones that have been out for many years. I was the other way around. I didn't have a console growing up, so I never played things like Halo and stuff like that until adulthood. In the case of Halo, just this last year. This year, barely 2-3 months ago. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's over here. Go for the crystal. Go straight for the crystal. Wait, I just saw something. I need to get out of combat test this. Hang on. I can use the pet commands to move the Wind Devils. Oh, that's great. I can micro the Wind Devils. I did not realize that. And George as well. Yeah, well, George we already knew. The Wind Devil thing is new information. It wasn't like that the last time I dipped into the Shaman class. Alright, got a cave here. Let's check it out. Beginning you overseas this past month using your channel for info, and here you are playing one of my goats. What's up, Axit? Yeah, I was showing chat earlier. Let me pause this and show it again. So, I've streamed for 8 years now, and the first year I streamed was almost entirely Grim Dawn. I've streamed 300 hours of it. And even though now I've been streaming for 8 years, it is still, in terms of hours, the 4th most hours I've ever streamed a game of. Might go back up to 3rd after we do our current playthrough. Yeah, Grim Dawn, Riftbreaker, Total War, and then this right now. But I'm reinstalling it after many years away because of the new expansion. Mug, what class are you planning to do in this playthrough? Well, I wanted to take a look at the new class, and I did that, and I don't think it's something that I would enjoy. So, for now I picked Shaman as my starter class. It was one of my favorites from the past, but I can already see they've made a few changes to it since I last played. Not necessarily, like, as part of the new content, but since I last played, there's been some things different. Second class I haven't picked yet. I'm not sure. I know in the past I've done some runs with Occultist, Necro, and Oathkeeper that I've enjoyed. Soldier, Demo, Nightblade, Arcanist, Inquisitor, I'm kind of on. But, I don't know. Right now I'm just going Shaman and keeping my options open. Desecrated Shrine. Alright, so this one's going to spawn dudes. Oh, I'm trapped. No, I'm not. I thought I was trapped. Okay, so that gives us another devotion point. So we can continue working on the turtle. Turtle. How do you feel about the UI overhaul and stash goodies? I'm honestly not even noticing the UI changes. And part of that's probably because I haven't played in a few years. But I'm not even noticing the UI changes, other than the fact that there's a dodge button there now. Okay, so our main reward in here was that shrine. And there was another exit to the cave, though. I keep forgetting they added an active dodge. Yeah, same. You know, it's funny, because there are some pets that essentially scale with player stats and not pet stats, you could do a pet class without pet stats. Like Wind Devils, and what was the, on Oathkeeper, the Guardians of Empyrean. Both of those scale with the player's stats. So if you were running a build with like Wind Devils and Guardians of Empyrean, you've effectively got invulnerable summons that scale with your stats, so you don't need to invest in pet stats. But they would run at enemies and, you know, clobber them. However, they wouldn't, like, body block for you, because the enemy can't target them. What is going on? George is bugging out. He can't hit that guy by the table. I'm manually having him hit other things right now. Okay, there we go. He's fixed now. I had to switch him off automatic.
I can't carry anymore.
Uh-oh. Alright, portal to town. Got full bags. Nightblade has independent blade storms too. I think I remember